Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, these two longtime collaborators, man, they've always had a good relationship in this hip-hop game. It seems like they came up at the same exact time in this rap game, and they both went to the highest heights of hip-hop. It seems like DaBaby can't be stopped, and neither can Megan Thee Stallion. Now, you can say what you want about their music and about their audience, but you can't say anything about their success. It seems like both of them have had big success in the game. After both of them being successful, you would think that, man, there is no way that they would have a falling out after having so many joint collabs, right? Well, it seems like they've fallen out all because of Tory Lanez. Now, for those of you who don't remember, man, there was a situation that went on a couple of months back between Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion that's kind of gone quiet, but man, it's still lingering out there because it's not a done deal and it's definitely not over. And that seems like enough to draw a wedge between the relationship with DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion. So before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this situation with DaBaby and Megan Thee Stallion. Now, this mess does seem a little petty. I'm going to keep it funky. But everybody has a right to their opinion, and not everybody got to mess with everybody. Now, what I'm going to be doing is referencing a story from hotnewhiphop.com, and basically the headline says this: Megan Thee Stallion unfollows DaBaby, and her fans surprisingly celebrate. So that's a lot, man. So let's unpack that a little bit. So basically, when Megan Thee Stallion unfollowed DaBaby, her fans were happy about it. Now, given all the information we know so far about the Megan Thee Stallion, Tory Lanez situation, they got good reason to feel that way. But man, let's break down this story. So the story starts off and it says this. It says DaBaby recently collaborated with Tory Lanez, leaving fans to speculate about his friendship with Megan behind the scenes. After partnering on several songs together, Megan Thee Stallion and DaBaby were the collaborators who were known for coming together on hit tracks. They joined forces on Cash, You Know What, Nasty, Cry Baby, and DJ Khaled's I Did It. And it seemed that these two were a solid industry pair. However, fans have been chanting about Megan and DaBaby's friendship ever since his scat collaboration with Tory Lanez surfaced. And after the music video dropped, there was further speculation that their work-wife-husband friendship was severed. Stop right there. So basically, they're saying after all those collaborations, after all those joints together, the fact that he dropped a joint with Tory Lanez, that was a straw that broke the camel's back. No way from there, the point of no return. Because Megan definitely took that as a slight because of the seriousness of the situation between her and Tory Lanez. You know what I mean? So it looks like they might not be collaborating anymore in the future, and she basically put him in the ops section. Now, the story continues by saying this: it didn't take long for those internet sleuths to go poking around in Megan and DaBaby's Instagram followers, and it showed that the Houston rapper no longer had the North Carolina artist on her list. So basically, they're saying that people, you know, they go around and they look for these things. They're like, who's following who? You can search on people's, you know, on their profile on social media. And basically, they went to see, as soon as that song dropped, did Megan unfollow DaBaby? And she did, man. So that had everybody going crazy. Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man, and I know you're enjoying this video, but make sure you go and you follow me on social media platforms like Instagram, and also go to my Twitter page and make sure you hit that follow button there so you can get the latest and greatest updates of when I'm dropping my videos. And man, don't forget to hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button so we can spread this video around, and we trying to get 2,000 likes, so run them likes up. All right. Now, let's not forget that the fact that when they were advertising this song a couple months back, she immediately jumped out the window and said, hey man, that song ain't never coming out, because she was confident in the fact that DaBaby would never collaborate with Tory Lanez after she accused him of what she accused him of. But the story continues like this. It says, yet over on DaBaby's page, he still follows Miss Stallion, and already the gossip has caused a stir. When it was announced back in January that DaBaby and Tory Lanez had linked on a track, Megan seemingly reacted with crying laughing emojis along with "nice try." Later she tweeted, "That mess was old and not cleared. Crybaby video dropping soon." Now that's one of the joints that she's got with DaBaby, and she was laughing at the fact that Tory Lanez was advertising the fact that he had a song coming with DaBaby as well. Now DaBaby has a huge fan base. His momentum is going up, man. I think he actually has more monthly listeners right now on Spotify than even Drake. Yes, you didn't hear me wrong. I'm talking about Drake. Now, DaBaby has an interesting style, and he's got, he has that ludicrous appeal is what I like to call it. He's got this type of cartoonish appeal in a way, even though he comes hard on the track. You know what I mean? Sort of like Ludacris. For those of you who are old enough to remember Ludacris and his videos and the imagery and how he incorporated that with dope raps, it's almost the same type of thing, but in a different type of way, with a different type of slang. I'll say it like that. You know what I mean? Now, the story continues by saying this. It says, earlier this month, Tory Lanez sat down with $1 million worth of game and reflected on his fellow artists turning their backs on him following his arrest related to the shooting incident involving Megan nearly 1 year ago. Even the people, this is in quotes, even the people who came out and said anything about me, a lot of them after the fact or after the music came out, they called me to see if they still mess with you. Just at the time, XYZ. He said, but there's nothing wrong with that. So he was basically calling out the industry and the cats in the industry who he thought were his homeboys that he felt turned their backs on him. Now, with the seriousness of what he was being accused of, and I gotta tread lightly because of, YouTube, algorithm, all that stuff, right? Man, it seems like people are gonna distance themselves in some way. You know what I mean? They want to see things play out, and it's been over a year, and things are still almost in the same place. So Tory Lanez in his career is in a weird place. Even though he might be making some great music for his fans and people who enjoy it, man, it's a weird situation that's going on. Now, DaBaby seemed like he was clear with Tory Lanez and was all right with dropping this track. So he let Tory Lanez put the track out, and he even jumped in the video. So the video just came out a couple of days ago, and it was trending on YouTube, and basically it was like at the top of the trending. It was already hit 1 million views real quick, and people were actually liking it and commenting whatever on the video, man. It was getting good interaction and good engagements. But also noticeably, man, Megan Thee Stallion's fans were commenting in there and sending negative comments and thumbs down in the video because she's got a strong fan base as well. So it looks like this is a tit for tat situation where you're either going to have to choose one of those sides to collaborate with. Now, it might be more one-sided because DaBaby, like the story says, still follows Megan Thee Stallion. He probably still respects her. He probably was just sticking to a contractual obligation that he made prior to knowing her feelings about the issue. So hopefully this is something they could probably just clear up with a phone call. Now with that, what do you guys think? Do you think that anybody that collaborates with Tory Lanez, Megan Thee Stallion should just X them out the game because of the seriousness of the situation? Or is it just the music business and everybody got to get their bread? Now with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.